Hello everyone, this is Vishali and today we will learn about this topic statistics. So statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with processing, collecting, then evaluating, then planning and presentation of the data. And before going into the detail of the topic, let me discuss few applications or the fields where we can use the concept of statistics. And there are numerous of fields such as education department, health sector department, public surveying, forecasting of the weather, making predictions such as making prediction on any disease and etc. So generally there are three parameters which we calculate in statistics: the mean, median and mode. In today's class we will learn about mean, that what do we understand about mean and what are the ways for calculating it for the grouped data. Now, what is grouped data? A grouped data is a data which is formed by arranging the individual observation of the variable into the frequency distribution table so that it is easy to understand or easy to visualize the data. So let's see first what do we know about mean. Now mean. Suppose we have x1, x2 up to xn. These are the n values of a variable x. Then the arithmetic mean, and or simply we can say the mean of this variable is represented as x bar, and it can be calculated as x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 up to xn divided by n. In more general form, we can write it as summation x of I divided by n, where this I ranges from 1 to n. And the summation sign denotes the sum of x1, x2 and xn, all the individual variables which we are having. So we can say in general through this equation that the arithmetic mean or the mean of the variable x is equal to their sum divided by the total number of observations. The sum of individual variables divided by total number of variable observation. Suppose we have 2, 3, 4 and we need to calculate the mean for these three, then it will be equal to, suppose this is x is equal to 2, 3, 4, then x bar is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by total number of observation, which is 1, 2 and 3. So it is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 4, 9 divided by 3, it will be equal to 3. So the mean for these values will be 3. Now the very first method for calculating mean is the direct method which we learned. So suppose we have a variable x that takes the value x1, x2, x3 up to xn with its corresponding frequencies as f1, f2, f3 up to fn. Then the arithmetic mean for this variable x can be calculated as x of bar is equal to f1 into x1 plus f2 into x2 plus f3 into x3 up to fn into xn divided by f1 plus f2 plus f3 up to fn. In general form, we can write it as summation fi into xi divided by n, where again I ranges from 1 to n. And this total number of observation or n can be calculated as n is equal to summation fi, where I is equal to 1 to n, small n. or we can write it as f1 plus f2 up to xn. Like how many frequencies which we are having, then we add those frequencies for this for calculating the total number of observation. Now let's see this direct method, and now we'll look at problem and how we can apply this method on the problem. Okay. Okay, so now we have an example for calculating mean using direct method. So the question is, find the mean of the following distribution. We have given the variable x and its corresponding frequency f. So what is the first step which we need to follow is, the first step is just prepare a frequency table in such a way that a first column consists of the values of the individual variables and the second column consists of the corresponding frequencies. Like the variable is 4 and its corresponding frequency is 5. Okay, so in the first we write 4 and then frequency 5. So this should be our first and second column for this. Now again we have 6 and then its corresponding frequency 10, and this is 9, and then we have 10 again, and the next one is 10 with its corresponding frequency 7, and then 15 with its corresponding frequency 8. Now let's look for the next step. The second step should be multiply the frequency of each row with the corresponding variable. Multiply the frequency of each row with the corresponding variable, because according to the formula what we need to find out, xi and fi, means we need to multiply for them. So for that, xi into fi, we have 5 times 4 is 20, 10 times 6 is 60, 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 7 is 70, and 15 times 8 is 120. Okay, let's see. In the third step, find the sum of all entries in column third. Column third is this one, xi and fi, in order to find out the summation of xi and fi, this one. So if we add all these all together, we will get summation fi xi is equal to 360. And our next step, the step 4, will be find the sum of all frequencies, because we need to calculate the n, value of n, which is equal to summation fi. So it will be equal to 4040. Then we put directly all the values in this formula. That is, x of bar is equal to, we already have written it, so we will not writing it again. Summation fi xi, we have 360, and in place of observation n, summation fi we have 4040. And if you calculate it further, 0 will be cancelled from it. This is 9. So the answer will be 9. So the mean using the direct method is equal to 9 for this particular observation. The next method is the short deviation method, and that method we will discuss in our next class. Okay, thank you.